Hello and welcome to Leon to Chris. My name is Chris Swekin, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to another episode in our weekly series. This month we've been looking at uh, a very important matter happening amongst us as a matter of peer pressure, the the urge to always want to conform or to fit in. It's a problem in our society where people are losing themselves trying to fit in. This week, which is the last in this series, um, I've coined a topic that says be different without being afraid. It's a call, right? It's a call to everyone listening to me that you can be different without being afraid. So, what if being different is actually your greatest strength? Being different is not a cause. When you know you're doing the right thing and you're alone, then stand alone and do it. Being different is not the cause. It could just be your strength. Many teenagers and young adults fear standing out. And some of the reasons were mentioned before, always wanting to fit in, the need for acceptance, the need for validation, you know, and these are human needs, psychological needs, right? But it gets to a point where people begin to lose themselves, and that is where the problem is in trying to fulfill or have fulfillment of all of these needs. Being different doesn't mean being rebellious. In fact, it means being secure enough to live authentically, to be yourself, your real self, not faking it. That is what being different is about. It's a state where you don't have to follow every trend, you don't have to think like everyone else, you don't have to live for public approval. Because people get so lost in all of this and they lose themselves. And when they realize it, then they can't find themselves. And it looks as if life has cheated them. No, they lost it trying to be someone else. Do you know that real maturity takes us to the place of aloneness? That real maturity is learning to stand alone when it is necessary. Because it is at that time of being alone that creativity happens. That you can innovate things from the blues. It's not in the circle where there is so much noise and all of that, where there's so much comparison, trying to be this or trying to be that. No. But it is good to live in a community. Maturity takes you away from that community sometimes because it is necessary. So those times you must be alone. Assess yourself brutally and then begin to think. Is that time of aloneness that help you to have deep introspection? And then you can begin to bring solutions to problems that have not been seen before. That's the way to become an innovator. That's the true maturity where you can be alone and you're not lonely. So there are practical freedom habits that can help us to break free from all of this pressure to fit in. One, you build self-awareness. You can't. In fact, it's non-negotiable. You must know who you are, and I said that that's where life really starts. Also, you must develop personal convictions. You must know what you stand for. You must know what you believe. You must have your non-negotiables that come what may. This and this and this and that. I cannot do them. So people will know you for who you are. They do not define you because you have defined yourself, and then they are forced to define you based on what you have called yourself. Also, you must learn emotional independence. Don't allow your emotions to be tied to someone else's approval. No. Don't allow you feeling good about yourself is tied to the validation you receive from others. No. Learn to know who you are, know your worth, praise yourself, know your weaknesses, work on them, know your strength, praise yourself. But in all, know who you are. Right? And also, you must surround yourself with wise influences, wise friends, wise mentors, wise father, mother figures. Aside your parents, right? You must surround yourself with positive people because people have a way of rubbing off themselves on you. So when you surround yourself with people who share the same values as you, it helps you to even live your values. It's easier than when you are having conflict in values with someone else. You don't fit in. Amos 3:3, the Holy Scripture says, "Can two work together except they agree?" No, they can't. So another thing you must do is accept that not everyone will understand you. And I also would add that not everyone will like you. You're not ice cream. In fact, not everyone likes ice cream. And not everyone will understand you because for some, their mind is narrower than yours, so they cannot even understand what you're saying when you speak. For some others, their mind have gone so wild that they have chosen not to understand what you are saying. So in all of these, you must understand where you are part time, and then click with the people who share in your values and who understand you, who run in the same frequency, within the same frequency with which you are running. That way, you are helping each other to grow, right? The truth is that you were not created to copy everyone else. You were created to become yourself. You must make that sink in, that you were created to become yourself and not to copy everyone else. So I want you to understand as we close this series that first, your life starts the moment you understand who you are. And secondly, living your life with the yardstick of others will cause you to lose your life. And when you live your life trying to fit in, trying to blend in to others, you lose yourself. And when you lose yourself, you lose your life. And the best that you can be, trying to be someone else, is a photocopy of that person, not the original. So you cannot be original, you cannot be authentic. It's a danger that we must overcome. Trying to conform, trying to blend in. There is healthy sharing of ideas where people share your ideas and you're learning from that circle. Trying to understand things together is okay, but losing yourself, trying to be what you are not just to please someone else, is a red flag, is a no-no, and we must do away with it. I want to thank you for being here. I trust that this series has been a blessing to you. It has been for me. And I want you to subscribe to this channel if you're seeing me for the first time, or you have been here and you've not subscribed to this channel. Please hit the subscribe button. Also, invite your family and friends. Let them come and learn from this channel as you have been. And I know that they will thank you for bringing them. Thank you once again for being here. Until next week, I'll see you all again.